Alright, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video, man. Today we got another overclocking video. Not another one, but it's a first. I'm gonna show you how to overclock your GPU. CPU is a different story. I'm not gonna get into that one because I'm not a expert in that stuff. Your GPU is probably the easiest thing you can overclock and get the most performance out. Especially since you're gaming and stuff. CPU, it depends on the motherboard and all that. So just a little warning, if you fuck up your GPU, just know I'm not responsible. And I'm saying that because you should always say that. You should always give a warning so that people don't blame you for their fuck ups. So, but I'm gonna explain to you how you cannot fuck it up. So the only thing you need, there's about two things you need. You need MSI Afterburner, this motherfucker right here, and MSI Combustor. So you want to go ahead and open up MSI Combustor. I'm not gonna do the process, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So you run these two, and this is what they look like. So this window button right here, once you overclock, which is this stuff right here, you want to turn this on so that every time you boot your computer on, it'll start it up with this overclock settings. You have these profiles, you click save, and then you pick one of these. All right. And this right here is it basically tests your settings. So you pick one of these, go with the firm mark. I'll leave these down in the description below if you guys want to do it. Download them. 1920 by 1080, run stress. So once you run stress, this pops up and it starts to test your GPU. So it tells you the speed, the GPU load, 99%, GPU power, the speed, like I said, time, and GPU temperatures. So temperatures you want to be aware of because that does matter. So you want to run MSI Afterburner. This is the steps you want to take. So you want to turn your power limit all the way up, your temperature limit all the way up, and fan speed you want to set to the amount that you want. So once it starts getting loud and you don't like that noise that you're hearing, go as low as you can to the point where you don't hear it as much anymore, and then that's the speed that you want it at. If you have it on auto, it's not gonna go as high as you need it to be to cool down, because once you overclock, your GPU will obviously get hotter because it's using more. So when you overclock, it takes up more power, so you want to turn that up as well. And core clock, it should be set to 0. So when you do core clocks, you want to go up by I would say about 40. So you're gonna be at 0. So you want to go to 40, enter, and then click the check mark. And then you also want to run this. So run stress test. You want to drag this over to the left or whatever. Stress, bring this up. So you want to run by 140. And once you start seeing this crash, once it starts crashing, that means you've reached the max limit that you can go to. So you want to go by 40. So 40 plus 40, 80. 80 plus 40. You do the math, you do all that. And once it crashes, then you want to go back down 40. You know what I'm saying? So what was this at? 140. So the max I reached was 140. And this is the last part that it stayed at. So for memory clock, you want to go up 100 because memory clock does it can go up way higher than what it usually does. And mine's maxed out at 800. So you want to click that, you want to verify it. And then from there, you want to exit out. You want to make sure you run the stress test after. You want to run it for about 5 minutes every time you go up a number. So for example, let me show you guys. Fuck, I closed it. So when you run MSI and Combustor, you run stress test. So there's always different ones that you can run. So this is another one. So once you go up 40, you want to verify it, and then you want to let this run for about a minute or two because it does take time before it crashes sometimes. So you want to wait for that. And then, like I said, do the same thing for memory clock. And then once you're done with this and you've maxed out, you want to run any game. Like, for example, I would try Fortnite or Call of Duty, because after a while it will crash sometimes, and then depending on if it crashes or not, you want to go down a little bit from your core clock. All right, so let's do it now. So we got that straight. Now remember, you guys got to understand that every time you every GPU is different. So you can have the same kind of GPU as your friend or whatever, and it'll still vary. It depends on, you know, that specific GPU that you have. It doesn't go by, you know, what everyone else has, you know. Yours is every single GPU, every single made GPU, whether it's the same version or not, it is always going to be different when you overclock. So you want to run Fortnite. All right, y'all, so here we are. Now, as you can see in the bottom left, my FPS is very high. If I max it out at 360, it'll max out at 360, as you can see there. So you want to go for unlimited. You want to get the most out of it. Go to solos. I'm gonna launch a custom since I don't want to actually play, because I don't really care. Click accept. Also, I've been thinking about doing some customs with viewers, you know. So I'm not really sure who wants to do them, but I'm willing to, you know, like mess around, have fun, and do that stuff. Let me change my skin. Actually, I don't know why. I just want to change it. All right, so we're gonna load up, and then you're gonna see my FPS. All right, so as you can see, I am in game. Look at my FPS right now. So, like, as you can see, I'm currently at a max of over 250, as you can see there. Now, it usually isn't like this. Before, it was at like at least 130. It was very bad. And my graphic settings, I'm gonna show you guys it right now. It's epic, medium, epic. I have all this other stuff turned off, as you can see. NVIDIA reflex, low latency, latency flash, DLSS. If I turn it up, I get about 130, which is still pretty good. But it's, you know, it's still there. It's still low for me. So as you can see, I'm getting over 200, max of 300. And for multiplayer, like online, I guess it would be different. But the game does look nice, smooth. But like I said, once you get your settings up and you found out your max overclock, your core clock, and your memory, you want to run a game for at least an hour. You want to play for at least an hour, because after a while, sometimes it will crash, and then you want to lower your core clock by about 10. Go 10 every time, and then load back up, and play a game, play a match. As you can see in game, I'm currently over 130, and when I land, it will go back up higher. But right now, it's just rendering all this stuff. So let's go ahead and land, and I'll show you guys that. And then after this, we will go into a Call of Duty Cold War. All right, so as you can see, we are currently at 200 FPS plus. I also did disable my preview on Streamlabs, so I mean OBS. So that does make a difference. Also wanted to let you guys know that when you stream and you record, or you and you have your game on, you want to disable the preview, because you do get more FPS out of it. Because if you think about it, it's also rendering that game that you're previewing. So you just want to disable preview, and then you get most FPS back. But yeah, so as you can see, the FPS right there, it's pretty high, more than usual. And I'm just gonna load into Cold War, and then I'm gonna show you the difference in that one as well. All right, so we're in game right now. I have my FPS max at 60, so we're just gonna go into Nuketown, and then we're gonna see from there. Now, when I I guess the last video I made on Cold War, you could see that I was at probably about 130 FPS. Now for a 2080, that's pretty fucking low, my guy. That is pretty low. So when I overclock, we'll see how much we get. We have this little sweat Juan Wick right now, so it's gonna be a tough game. Yo, Juan Wick, get off the fucking game, loser. All right, so let's look at the FPS I'm getting right now. I have 190. So, but that's in the loading screen. So let's see how much we get in the game. Are running more than one game after you overclock just to test it and see if it crashes. You want to play for at least an hour each, just in case. Also, look at this sword, Dark Aether game coming soon. And look, we're at 180, over 180. So from 130 to 180, that's pretty good. As you can see, the game is nice and smooth. I don't know if it'll come out like that in recordings, but just play a little bit. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Yeah, I'm pretty much dog shit. So 170. Just keep track of the FPS right there. Nice hard scope. If you look up, you get almost 200 right there. Ah, don't kill me, please. Watch him come up here. Beep. Oh shit! Oh, that man was about to kill me. Watch this, watch this. Yee! Vengeance is mine. Alright, let's get one more kill and then end it there. Jeez! That's tough, my guy. Let's get this dude right here. Jeez! It's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Josh, so that's pretty much how you overclock your GPU. All you need is MSI Afterburner and MSI Combustor. MSI Combustor is nothing but just to test it instead of loading up a game. But if you want, you can load up a game and not have to download this. It's pretty much up to you. But like I said, once you have this all set, you want to click save and then pick any of these profiles. I have them all filled up right now, but that's pretty much how you can do it. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Instead of opening it from here, you can press this right here and it'll open up automatically. Like I said, what I wouldn't do is enable this and then bring your core clock up high as fuck, because 140 is already pretty high. Now remember, most GPUs won't go this high, but some will. I've seen one go up to 160, but over that, it's pretty much overkill. You're gonna end up fucking up your GPU if you enable this, because every time you load up, it'll fuck up your GPU will crash, or your CPU won't even load up or anything. So be careful. Do not go up too high over this. I've gone up to over 1,000 on memory clock. Memory clock's the only thing you can go up high on, but you'll probably see crashes or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. If you enjoyed the video, let me know. Leave a like. Maybe we can kiss one of these days. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.